that's here, and that is a 130 horsepower machine. We also do an Agri, which is 109 horsepower. We do the Agri Extra, which we're going to show you next, which is 150. And then if you want to go for the big girl, the 50k machine, the Agri Pro, that is 174 horsepower. And obviously 50k, bigger axles, you can have your air brakes. So the big thing the JCB is very proud of, obviously made in the UK, British built, over in Roaster. We make the transmissions, we make the engines, we build the axles. Most things are manufactured by JCB, so they can design the machines how they want it. So if you look at the engine pod, it's nice and sleek design, very good visibility from the cab, 4 points of view through the cab. We've got a nice tidy exhaust there. And a big thing as well, even if you're running 460 or 500 tyres, the tyres sit outside the engine pod. So if you're in tight areas, if you're on stock farms, you're going to avoid scraping your bonnet down the wall. I know some people have done it before, but on the JCB, the tyres stick outside, so it does help massively compared to competitive machines. So over to transmissions then, so we've done the horsepowers, so that's basically what the name is on the side of the machine, and then transmissions, we do quite a few different options. So we can do a 4-speed if you want a basic transmission, we do a 6-speed auto, you still like your power shift, and then we do our flagship dual tech transmission, which is the best of both worlds. So JCB thought, let's do something different. People want versatility around the yard, hydrostatic, so we do that from 0 to 19k in the first gear, and then we go into the power shift gearbox for towing on the road, and also when you're going up big hills, etc., you've still got that pulling power. So we've got the best of both worlds. Really easy to use. You've got gear 1 that is the hydrostatic gear, 0 to 19k, and then you jump into 2, 3, and then we've got drive. So on the road you stick it in drive and it does all the thinking for you automatically. So within the dual tech transmission, we've got 3 different modes. So we've got what we call power mode, and then we've got the eco mode, which will basically restrict the RPM to around 1700 RPM. So if you're just tootling around the yard, we can be fuel efficient and save some fuel. And then we've got a nice little feature called the flexi mode. So we can basically split the RPM and also your forward speed in half. So we've got 2 little paddles in the cab. So if you are doing some brush work, or if you're on a clamp and you need a bit more RPM for hydraulic capacity, we can basically change that, and then you've got your little paddle for your forward speed on the 0 to 19k on your first hydrostatic gear, and basically you set that, for example, to 15%, it'll only go 15% of the 19k. So your accelerator pedal basically turns into a travel pedal. So it's a great feature on the JCB Loadall. So that's covered your transmissions and your engine horsepower then. So moving to the back of the machine, great towing capacity, 32 tonne pickle pitch, train weight. We've got ABS sockets on the back, we've got hydraulic brakes. You can have air brakes fitted from factory now. So before we did have to fit them through tracked air, but now they are factory fitted, and you wouldn't see any of the kit on the outside. You just see obviously the pipes to the back, and that's it. It's all built in the chassis, so nice and tidy. Also, we've got obviously auxiliaries on the back. You can have a choice of 1 or 2, so it's nice and easy now. If you've got 2, you can obviously